something about stories," said Native American novelist Leslie Marmon Silko. "They aren't just entertainment. Don't be fooled." In Cairo, just 3 days ago, our brilliant new leader, President Obama, demonstrated the pragmatic power of narrative. He has begun to create a new storyline, seeking to clear through festering and ancient hostilities a fresh path to peace in the Middle East. His narrative draws on earlier work he developed during his presidential campaign, work that was organized to a large extent around the transformative power of stories. Many months before the election, Obama's historic campaign began gathering small groups of people in living rooms all over the country, inviting them to share 3 stories. The story of me, what brings me here to this place? Why am I here in this living room today? The story of us, what concerns and dreams do we share? And the story of now, what is it that we are called to do now for our communities, for our country, for our world? The story of Cambridge College, as it was told to me, weaves those 3 threads together in a dazzling textile of many lives and many cultures, many gifts and many aspirations, the materials of a magical college that transforms lives. Your story of me is the particular story that each of today's graduates, each of you, brought to Cambridge College as you arrived, your personal history, whether it be of barriers and deprivations and disappointments, the underdog story, someone called it, which is one of the many stories, or something quite different. Many of you arrived here having, through your lives, stared down financial challenges, financial desperation even in some cases, and other adversities, each uniquely your own. And yet for many of you, they're part of a larger pattern of social inequities that may have undermined your confidence or narrowed your horizons or robbed you of the opportunity to pursue an education. But you refused to be a victim. You held on to your dreams. You knew that more education could open doors for you. You sensed that an education could set you free. You heard about Cambridge College. A friend or a boss or a mentor suggested that you take a look, and somewhere you found the courage to give it a try, as we heard from Emma. You suspended your disbelief one more time. You took one more risk. You may have had your doubts, though. The old tapes may have been running through your mind. I'm going to college or back to college after all these years. I'm going to sit in a classroom and take notes and write term papers. I'm going to find the money. Yeah, sure. Your story of we begins with how it felt to walk through the door of Cambridge College, your heart in your mouth, your guard still up to fend off another rejection. Every one of you has your own version of the vivid accounts I heard of the moment that it clicked, the instant that you knew that this was your place. As you sit here now and think back, can you reconstruct that moment? Can you identify what it was that made the difference to you? And when you were overwhelmed, if you were, and ready to quit, if you were, what brought you back? Who was there for you? Who convinced you that you could make it, that you could do anything if you tried hard enough? Someone was there for you, I'll bet, and you have been there for others ever since. The story of Cambridge College, your story of the we, is of a place that empowers people who then reach out and empower others, opening doors, making connections, yes, networking, Timothy, offering ideas and encouragement. It's a place of cooperation, not competition, a place where my success is yours and yours is mine, a place where people learn how to learn from one another, how to listen well, pool their knowledge, and approach new challenges with compassion and strength. It's a place where people come to better themselves so that they can help others transform their lives. It's a place of trust and respect, a place of dignity and possibility. Gradually at this place, you became different people. Your coworkers and families began to notice that you were changing. You were more confident, more flexible, more patient, more curious. You began to see the ways that you could make a difference. You saw systems that were broken and imagined you could fix them. You grew more tolerant of those around you and less tolerant of the world that is. You began to align yourselves with new worlds that might be. You started out afraid that you might not make it, and now you're afraid you might cry at the thought of closing this chapter in your lives. And that brings us all on this day to your story of now. We celebrate your transformations and this place that nurtured them. We honor the larger vision that this college, your college, represents. At a time when American higher education stands at a crossroads, when we're slipping badly in the proportion of Americans who attain a college degree from first in the world a quarter century ago to 10th now in the world, at a time when a college education is more necessary than ever, your college can be understood as part of a movement to reawaken higher education to its highest calling. We need a 21st century system of higher education equal to the challenges we face in this dangerous first decade of a new millennium. Daily, we are reminded how interdependent we are as an immature species on a fragile planet. And yet we humans have only just begun to evolve the social skills we need to make peace with one another in all our diversity. Peter Senge writes in his important new book, The Necessary Revolution, that right now we are facing the greatest learning challenge human beings have ever faced: how to shape a flourishing, sustainable world for life beyond the industrial age, how to live in the present in ways that do not jeopardize the future. You've learned how to learn here, how to make of your differences a resource for the common good. You've shown that you can look fear in the face and carry on. These are the leadership skills we need for perilous times. We have crises in education, in healthcare, in the world economy, and in national and international security. Climate change is a real and present threat to our children and theirs. We are blessed with an extraordinary young president, Barack Obama, who has brought us hope with his inspiring vision of a safer, saner, and more just future. We can certainly celebrate that. But as he has told us repeatedly, he can't do it alone. No one can. You know this from your time at Cambridge College. None of us is as smart as all of us, as your founder likes to say. You've had a unique education grounded in concrete reality and designed to enable you to become reflective and responsible agents of constructive change. You've formed new identities and learned what it means to take responsibility for your judgments, your decisions, and your actions through imaginative and compassionate connection with the needs of others. You're ready to do your part, and the world desperately needs the kinds of people you have become. So it is time to say your goodbyes and to move on, as hard as that may be in many ways. So go in peace, 2009 graduates of Cambridge College. Go in joy, go in love, and don't ever forget the stories you have lived together in this place. Don't ever forget what this college has given you. Don't ever forget who you have become and what you have to give now to others who, if they are lucky, will follow in your path. Godspeed to you all.